My son is currently in preschool, and a lot of mornings when we're making his breakfast, I'll ask him, okay, do you want like a toast or waffle for part of your breakfast? And a lot of times he'll come out and he'll be like, I want a toast and a waffle. And like he wants all the carbs, right? He wants toast, waffle, pancake if he could for his breakfast. And so I try to walk him through like, okay, let's see what a balanced plate actually looks like. Like in my mind, as his mom and as someone who has a background in nutrition, I'm like, okay, trying to teach him good practices with his food, healthy habits. I'm like, okay, so we want to have a carb, a protein, and some kind of source of fiber, fruit ideally, with his breakfast, right? And toddlers love to be independent. Like they want to make that decision, right? So I always give them two options. I don't want to overwhelm them because three or more options would be overwhelming for him and he would just start to like get confused on like which one to choose. So I always give him two options for each of those categories. Helps prevent the meltdowns and also helps give him that balanced breakfast. But on the mornings where I'm like, okay, toast or waffle, and he's like, both, I'm like, okay. I say, okay, buddy, so we're going to choose one because these foods are kind of the same. They both are energy sources, so they're going to make us feel good. They're make us help us run around and make us wake up a little bit more. But we just want to choose one because we need three different things on our plate, and we want one in each of these categories. And then I usually say something like, okay, if you want waffle today, we can do toast tomorrow. And then his protein source is usually a yogurt pouch or eggs. And when it comes to fiber, I usually have a few different fruits, so I just pick two. And I'm like, okay, do you want strawberries or raspberries? And then we have to pack his lunch, so I usually say, okay, which one do you want for breakfast and which one do you want for lunch? And then when I have his plate all built out, I say, okay, I point to like let's say it's a waffle. I say, this is going to give us energy so we can run around and feel really good. Then I point to like the eggs. I'm like, this is going to make us big and strong, help our muscles. Then I point to the fruit and I'm like, this is going to make our belly feel good. And it's really cool because he's really started to pick up on it. There's nothing about like, oh, this food makes you fat or something weird like that. Like we tell ourselves internally, right? Like I know you probably look at a piece of bread and you're like, I can't have bread for breakfast. If you start to look at your food the same way you would explain it to your toddler, it might make a little more sense for you. Certain food groups give you energy, certain food groups make you stronger, and certain foods just make you feel better internally. Said in a more adult language, the protein source we need to fuel our muscles, the carb source we need again for energy. Carbs are powerful. And then the fruit or veggie, that sourced fiber, that's going to help us with our digestion, our gut health, and just again, our overall internal health. This is how you start to form healthy habits in your kids without making them toxic or weird.